taking Zia to Bartlett, and I hired an enterprise club car, one of those cars where you can just hire it for like an hour, right? So I get the car seat in my hand, I've got all the ballet staff, I'm walking down the street to get to my car, and when I get there, it's not there. And this is a common thing with enterprise club car, by the way, right? And I snap. I'm going to be late. I've got all this shit to carry. I now know I haven't got a car. I've got to go somewhere else to get a new car. I've got my daughter with me as well. And I pick up the phone and ring the woman on the enterprise club car hotline. And she's super calm, she's super polite, she's super lovely, right? She just wants to help, she's just doing a job. But I've gone, I flipped my lid. I'm in sympathetic nervous system, right? I'm completely, my tone is sharp, my energy is aggressive, I am frazzled. I'm not in self, I'm in parts. And I definitely don't have access to love. And this is how we treat people every single day.
You are trying to have a loving relationship, but you keep snapping. You're trying to be kind, but you keep sounding like a bit of a dick. You want connection, but you keep pushing people away. And you're blaming your wife, your boss, your kid, your day, everything but you. The truth is, you're not a bad person. You're just completely and utterly dysregulated. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 1000 Day Sober podcast. My name is LeeDavy. I am not an alcoholic. I refuse to be anonymous. I am someone who lives a self-led life, alcohol free as fuck, and I spend every waking moment of that life helping other people do the same, like right now, baby. Today's episode, it is a continuance of our book highlight series. And that book highlight series is coming once again, because I haven't finished the book yet, A Spiritual Millionaire by Preston Smiles. And the quote is this: love is the answer to everything. And the most loving thing you can do for yourself and humanity is to heal your nervous system. Let me say that again. Love is the answer to everything. And the most loving thing you can do for yourself and humanity is to heal your nervous system. And it's a line that spoke to me because it describes the very heart of the work we do at Strive. In the Strive method, we lean heavily on Dr. Richard Schwartz's internal family systems therapy, where we talk about our parts and we talk about self. And when people ask me, Lee, what is self? I say, well, self is love. Not romantic love, not transactional love, not people-pleasing love, just pure, unconditional, calm, grounded, non-reactive love. The kind of love that sees clearly, acts cleanly. But here's the catch. You can't access that love. You can't get into that space. You can't have those feelings if your nervous system is fried. And most of us are walking around with a fried nervous system because the trauma we haven't healed still lives in our bodies. It still fuels our parts. Let me give you a real example from a couple of days ago. I was taking Zia to Bartlett and I hired an enterprise club car, one of those cars where you can just hire it for like an hour, right? So I get the car seat in my hand, I've got all the ballet staff, I'm walking down the street to get to my car, and when I get there, it's not there. And this is a common thing with enterprise club car, by the way, right? And I snap. I'm going to be late. I've got all this shit to carry. I now know I haven't got a car. I've got to go somewhere else to get a new car. I've got my daughter with me as well. And I pick up the phone and ring the woman on the enterprise club car hotline. And she's super calm. She's super polite. She's super lovely, right? She just wants to help. She's just doing a job. But I've gone. I flipped my lid. I'm in sympathetic nervous system, right? I'm completely, my tone is sharp. My energy is aggressive. I am frazzled. I'm not in self. I'm in parts. And I definitely don't have access to love. And this is how we treat people every single day. Like I said before, we're not bad. We're just dysregulated. And here's the thing that I really want to land. Is that woman on the other end of the phone, unless she has the ability to remain in self in the presence of the force of my parts-led attack, my dysregulated nervous system is going to dysregulate hers, right? When I get into sympathetic nervous system and start moaning and groaning and shouting and growling, she's going to get on the defensive because it's not her, it's the company. It's not her that didn't leave the car. There was another customer. And then when she gets off the phone, she's going to take that energy into her next call Or maybe she takes that energy into her child when she goes to pick her up from school. Or maybe she goes home from work and she takes that energy to her partner. That is the butterfly effect. We talk about co-regulated nervous systems. Jesus Christ, the way we're going on in the world, the whole world has a co-regulated nervous system. The whole world is fried. And the change, it starts with us. So I'm going to go on a break, but I want you to sit with this question. How many times in the past week have you lost access to love because your nervous system was overwhelmed? Welcome back to the 1000 Day Sober podcast. And before the break, we were talking about Preston Smiles' quote that healing your nervous system is actually the most loving act that you can commit. Not just for you, but for everyone you touch. Because when you're regulated, you can choose love. When you're dysregulated, your parts take over and your parts aren't interested in love. Your parts have one job, protection. That teenage version of you that got mocked in school, she still flinches when someone raises their voice. The little boy who watched his parents fight when he was 7 years of age, he still panics when someone pulls away. And that 10-year-old boy that moved countries and lost all his friends still lives inside my body. And if you're not aware of these parts, they run your life. But there is some good news. You can train your nervous system. You can widen your window of tolerance. And you can expand your capacity to feel without reacting. And when you do, you make room for love. Not performative love, but real grounded moment-to-moment self-energy. The type of love that matters, especially in relationships. In relationships with your wife, with your boss, with your kids, with your friends, and yes, your relationship with alcohol. Because if your nervous system is dysregulated, alcohol will always look like the solution. And in Strive, we don't just teach people how to stop drinking. I think you've guessed it by now. We really teach you to start loving. Okay, today's daily vow. Today, I will not drink because I will not let a dysregulated nervous system rob me of love. I will listen to my body, I will breathe through discomfort, and I will honor the part of me that still fears rejection and loneliness. I will lead from self, not fear. If you don't heal your nervous system, love won't land. And if love can't land, no relationship will last, not even the one you have with yourself. As you go about your day-to-day, please reflect on these questions. When was the last time you snapped at somebody you love? And what part of you is in control in that moment? And how might have it been differently if you would have paused, breathed, and let self respond instead? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you, please, if you're getting any value out of this show, could you please rate and review it where you are? Just take a moment to do that for me now. I'd be really, really grateful. It really will help other strivers find us. And please subscribe as well, because that's really important. If you want to learn more about regulating your nervous system so you can live a self-led life, alcohol-free as fuck, the Strive Foundations workshop may be for you. Okay, 20 workshops, 47 quid. It's a really low price point and a real powerful punch. Email me, thestrivemethod@gmail.com for more information. You ready to take the sovereign vow? Big deep breath. Repeat after me. I am a striver who is alcohol-free as fuck. And today I will not drink because that is not what I do and that is not who I am. Thank you very much for joining me. Until tomorrow, much love and strive on.